Okay, so this week's vlog was supposed to be last week's. I'm playing a little bit of catch up, and I was going to be doing a product review. So, without further ado, let us show you the product. This is a Kashmir executive chair that I purchased from Staples back in May of 2015. Now, what's it doing down here, you might ask? Well, if I turn it to the side, you will see that the arm is well and truly busted. Broken really badly. Anyway, that brings me on to what I have to say. The break occurred about a month ago, and no, maybe more than that. I'd say about 6 weeks ago. And I wrote to Staples, I called Staples up, and initially they weren't very helpful. They said, we want to see photos of the chair, we want to see your receipt, we want to see this, that and the other. Anyway, after multiple phone calls, they said the information is with our support team, leave it with us and we'll get back to you. On the 2nd of September, I think it was about a month ago now, I received this box in the mail. So they sent me a box with another arm in. And as you can see, this is totally the wrong type of arm for this chair. Won't fit. So this has got to go back as well. Anyway, after all that hassle, I wrote to Staples in the post, and I got an email back from them saying that we're going to give you a brand new chair. So 15 months after purchase, that's really good. So last week we took the chair back over to Staples, and the guy had no clue what was going on. He hadn't seen the paperwork, the head office hadn't contacted him. He wanted to see the chair again, but we didn't have it. It was in the back. It was at home here. We should have taken it in the back of the car, but we didn't. So on Monday, which is tomorrow, I'm going to go back over to Staples and see how we get on at getting a refund and a new chair. So as you can see, the chair is now nicely loaded into the back of my car, and let's get over to Staples with it. Right, so here we are at Staples in Slough. I'm not going to film on the inside, but I'll let you know how I got on. So as you can see, I've got a bit of a result here. Brand new chair in this box. They didn't have any exactly like the one that I bought previously, so I had to pay like a 30 quid upgrade cost for a slightly bigger and better model, as you can see here on the receipt. Today on the 3rd of October, so fairly pleased for that. Of course it's all assembly, so looks like I'm going to be busy tomorrow doing that assembly. So I've got the chair back home now. Here it is. I'll put this case out of the way, and we're going to open it and get it set up. Right, so the first problem has presented itself. I don't have any screws. I've opened this all up. all of the other bits seem to be there except for the screws to connect the pieces. So I'm a bit stuffed. Guess I'm going to have to put it all back in the box and take it back to Staples. Wonderful. Right, it is Tuesday the 4th of October and I've been back over to Slough to Staples yet again to explain to them that there was no screws, and they told me that there were screws. So if you look here on the back of the chair, it's actually built into the chair and on the sides, and on the sides of this as well. So I'm going to have another go at building this with the Allen key and the rest of the bits from in the box. Right, so as you can probably see, the chair I'm sitting on is now done. It took me just over 30 minutes to build it. I'm no Matthias Wandel, but if I were, I probably could have gotten that done a lot faster. My final conclusions. Put this back down and I'll do them. There we go. Right, can you see me here? No, we can't. There we can. Right, my final conclusions are this. Firstly, I don't like the idea of flat pack chairs. I think that when they sell them in a shop, they should be fully assembled and you can take them home fully assembled. That's the first thing I don't like. Second thing I don't like is the fact that the chairs that are made for Staples are all made out of plastic. This material here, plastic. Might sound good because it's lightweight, you can lift it up the stairs, but because of fatigue, these are going to break eventually. So steel or metal construction in these chairs would be so much better. But then that isn't really a fault of the store. It's a design and manufacturing error that that we have with all stuff that comes out of China. And just so you can see, Lingxiang Ziyi Co. Limited. So this is definitely made in China, this chair. Next, irritating screwing in some of these screws. You've got to make sure that they're lined up exactly through the holes of the plastic and the chair itself, and I think I'm going to have to go over some of the screws again with the Allen key because it's a bit iffy, some of my screw jobs. Is it worth it? Well, for the money I've paid, 160 quid, minus the cost of the last chair, 130 quid, so 30 quid, we'll have to see. I mean, if this lasts only another year like the other one, I'm not going to be too happy. But I'm fairly pleased that after writing and taking the time to explain the situation to Staples, they actually decided to, you know, give me a new chair or refund the cost of the last one. So, yeah, no. those are the pitfalls if you want to buy one of these plush chairs. I'd say try and look for one with a metallic frame that's fully assembled rather than a plastic one like I've just got here. Otherwise it will break in the long term. Right, that's it for the vlog this week. Quite a lot of annoying shots that I've had to make, but stay tuned, we'll be back next week. Sorry, I forgot to mention the other thing that irritated me about this is the fixing screws for the chair. There was no separate bag with them in, and I was completely whoosh, where are they? I didn't really need to go back to Staples, because if you look at the instructions here, please note the fixing screws are located in their fixing points. So that's a case of me needing to read, I suppose. Either that or I'm getting stupider and these people are getting smarter putting the screws in the fixing points. I don't know. Again, if you buy one of these chairs, you too will have the same issues that I have, so I would suggest read the manual. Leave you with it.